Hey everybody, David here, and today I'm going to be doing my DCTV Weekly Rankings, where I'm going to be ranking all the DCTV shows that aired throughout the week. And this week we've had mid-season finales. These are the last episodes of the year of 2017. The shows will be returning in January, where I'll pick it back up and continue doing these weekly videos. And let us begin with my least favorite episode this week. I have Supergirl Season 3, Episode Rain. Rain, where, Supergirl fought the character Rain finally. They've been hyping up this character. They've been building her up. And I'm going to be honest, I am not a huge fan of Samantha, Rain, and her daughter. I think it's a storyline that's reminding me of Smallville's worst season, Smallville Season 8, where they had introduced Davis Bloom, who turned into Doomsday. He was like multiple personality disorder, two personalities, the beast within, and then they tried to make us sympathize with him. And Doomsday should not be sympathized with. This is a character, I don't know too much about Rain in the comics, but I feel like they're taking the storyline in the exact same way. If she's supposed to be this monster killer, just make her this evil monster killer. Don't add this daughter storyline, this mother-daughter thing, and try to make us sympathize with her when she's supposed to kill Supergirl, unless you're planning on dividing the personalities later on. But some people have been theorizing that Samantha will probably be killed by the end of the season, and that will allow Alex, who's been wanting a daughter or son, a child, she will adopt Samantha's child herself and take care of her. And the daughter isn't that great either. I don't like knocking down kids when they're acting, because I feel like, everybody has a starting point in their acting career. And who knows, maybe this little girl wants to continue acting after Supergirl. And if she does, I don't want her to watch this video if that ever happens. And me being an asshole by putting her down. I think, hey, we all start off somewhere. We all have to grow as people and experience things. And maybe she's just starting out. This is her first acting job. We don't know. Maybe she's still in school learning how to be a better actor. We'll see. But right now, it's not just her acting, but it's the way she's written as well. The writing for her character isn't that great. And I love this character. I love the show of Supergirl, And I don't like bashing it down like this. But I have to be honest, when there's something that's not working for me, this storyline with Samantha and the daughter is not working. I will say, though, I thought the fight at the end of this episode was really cool. Like, you could feel the brutality of the fight. But overall, I thought it was an okay episode. That leaves us hanging, but you know what? Supergirl falling from grace, and now, she's going to be on life support when they get back. They kind of did this with Arrow, Season 3. It was their mid-season finale as well, where Oliver was seemingly killed by Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, and kicked off the ledge of the cliff, and we find out his wounds were frozen. As long as Kara's wounds aren't frozen over, I think we'll be okay, but we'll see where they go from there when they pick it up. Maybe the season premiere, when they come back, the mid-season premiere will be better than the mid-season finale. Right now, I thought the mid-season finale was average at best. Next on my list, I have Arrow, Irreconcilable Differences, where Team Arrow is falling apart. I did a full review of this episode, so you can go check that out if you want. I will say that I thought the episode was good. I just felt there were some things that did bug me, like Wild Dog making a second terrible choice. After Oliver forgave him, he screwed up again with Mr. Terrific. In the beginning, they were trying to make us think it was Curtis. At times, I thought it might have been Diggle. I thought Diggle would have been the more interesting choice as the guy who betrayed the team, but then it turned out to be the choice that I was actually hoping it wouldn't be because it was way too obvious. Renee Wild Dog was the guy who went behind Oliver's back and told the agent that he would testify. So there we go on some of that. I mean, he could still betray the team, right? He could, now that he's quit, maybe he'll see no reason why to defend Oliver anymore. So we'll see when we come back. It will be interesting when we come back to see what Renee decides to do. But we all know Team Arrow is going to get back together, live happily ever after, and defeat the villains that are forming their own evil league, which I thought that was a nice little tease at the end because I wasn't expecting Kate and James to be bringing together his own team of villains. So, but for the most part, I thought it was a good mid-season finale, much better than the Supergirl mid-season finale. Next on the list, I have The Flash, Don't Run. This was a really good episode. At first, I wasn't seeing where they were going with this, and it kind of felt like an average episode at first. But then seeing how it ended with Barry getting arrested, I did a full review on this episode too, so you can see my full thoughts on the episode there. I'll put the link in the comment section, in the description box below. I did feel the ending where they did this reveal that the Thinker, DeVoe, was in the body of Damian now, who is serving as his new body. So he got rid of his old body and calling the police to come and arrest Barry, framing Barry for his supposed death, when we know DeVoe is now still alive. And that gets me really excited when we come back for next season. How is Barry going to get out of this? This guy has been 2 steps ahead, or 10 steps ahead of Barry and the team. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of Team Flash reacts to Barry being arrested. What are their thoughts on all of this? Are they going to be on Barry's side, believing him? They have to, right? I mean, they know DeVoe is just this powerful and this strong. Or is DeVoe going to get the Team Flash to think, wow, is Barry really that obsessed that he'd actually go that far? Because there's no really... I don't know how much the rest of Team Flash knows how much Barry knows. I don't think they've seen the Thinker. Well, okay, Iris did in this episode. She saw him in the flying chair. I'm kind of sad we're not going to get that version of DeVoe now. But I'm glad we kind of left it because it was cringeworthy at times. Not too bad, but at times. And I'm glad we're getting him in a real body, and now we don't have to see him as the Borg anymore. Next on the list, number 2, the second best episode of the week, I put Gotham, Queen Takes Night. This was a really good episode. Gotham is killing it this season, just like Arrow and Legends. And Gotham, we got Sofia Coppola going all out, taking down Penguin, grabbing Gordon by the balls and making him do what she wants him to do. Carmen Falcone is killed, for crying out loud. This is the kind of stuff you want in a mid-season finale, going all out there. And I think the show delivered that on all fronts. We even got a little bit of Tabitha trying to remind Butch on who he is, because Solomon Grundy's an idiot, and it looks like he might be remembering now. Edward Nygma is trying to remember who he is. And then the great tease at the end with Jerome coming back. Jerome is always a welcome addition to Gotham, because the actor just does an a phenomenal job as this character. He embodies some of the best Jokers, I think. You can see a little bit of Heath Ledger in him. You can see a little bit of Jack Nicholson, and you can get a little bit of Mark Hamill as well. It's really well done. So, yeah, Gotham, good job this week. You did well. Last week it was tough with the crossover event, but this week you held on strong with your mid-season finale. Congratulations. And now, finally, the number one episode of this week for me was Legends of Tomorrow, the episode Beebo, the God of War. This was a very comedic episode, and it could have been wrong, gone all wrong, because at first I was thinking, what? They have to go after a stuffed toy, but I thought it was brilliant the way it all played out. I was laughing. I loved it. I thought the young Martin Stein was a nice way to officially wrap Martin Stein's character, and not just Martin Stein, but Jax's character as well, because this was a goodbye episode to not just Martin Stein, but for Jax. And Jax, I think he's grown into a great character since he was first introduced. I'll admit, in season 1, I thought he was an okay character, but I felt in season 2 and 3, they actually started making him a more stronger character. So I am going to miss the character of Jax, and I'm hoping that Wally now joins the team, because Flash, he's not very useful on that side of the show. But I think on Legends, he would fit perfectly. I think they need another superpowered character, and it would be cool to have a speedster be part of the team. That's just my opinion on that, though. And the great tease at the end for the next episode that we'll return to, we get a little bit of this creature, the main villain. I forgot the name now of the creature or whatever it was that talked to Sarah in that dimension. And we got the agent pulling her out. The agent aspect I actually liked as well. But the tease at the very end of the episode, John Constantine returning to the Arrowverse. This is freaking awesome. I love Matt Ryan as this character. I was not a huge fan of Constantine, the TV show. I watched it all the way through. I supported it because I was hoping that, just like Legends, actually, in a lot of ways, Legends was a show, just like Constantine, that both of them had a little trouble in their first seasons. Constantine never got to have a second season to improve upon its mistakes in season 1. And I believe in these DC TV shows, so I would have given the second season a chance. Just like Legends got better in season 2 for me, and season 3 is just continuing that winning streak. I've been loving almost every episode of it. I can't think of an episode I hated. Yeah, I've been enjoying it, some more than others. Obviously, there's always going to be episodes that you have to place last on the list, but for the most part, I've been enjoying it a lot more than Flash and Supergirl this season. So that says a lot on my front, and I still think, I've been saying this to my brother, I think Legends has the most potential to be the best DC TV show if it continues this route of storytelling that they're doing, the stories that they're doing. They're playing with their universe the way they should be. I love it, and I think Legends has that advantage over the other shows. So, yeah, this episode was a lot of fun with the Beebo toy, reminding us of Tickle Me Elmo a little bit, or Turbo Man, the Turbo Man doll from Jingle All the Way. Yeah, I thought this was a fun, really good episode that gave us something to look forward to when they return. I can't wait. Constantine, it's looking good for you, man. I just wish the CW would release not the app, the CW Seed app, to Canadians, so that way I can watch the animated show too. But whatever. Like, I can't watch The Ray because I don't have the CW Seed. Oh well. With that being said, though, that's my list for this week. So Supergirl was the loser. It was still an okay episode. I still thought it was fine. And Legends was the best this week. Who would have known Legends would have my favorite episode this week? So I can't wait for the shows to return. I do know that when the shows return, Supergirl and Legends won't be on the same week anymore, because apparently Supergirl is coming for the first month, so it'll be like 4 or 5 episodes. And then after that, in February 16, I think it said, Legends will take over Supergirl's spot and then run whatever episodes they have. And then after it's done, Supergirl will return to its spot with it going through the summer, through June. So Supergirl might be on its own towards the end, just like Gotham kind of was last season, where that one kind of went through the summer as well. So if that happens, I won't be able to compare the Supergirl episodes or the Legends episodes together along with the other shows. But that's fine. We still got Arrow, we still got Flash and Gotham, and Black Lightning is starting in January, so I can't wait for that. And to compare them all is going to be fun still. I will do like a season finale or a season review of all the seasons after they're all done, including Supergirl, where I'll just rank the seasons, the new seasons of this year's shows. So I guess that's it, guys. So tell me, what is your rankings of all the DC TV shows? Even if you don't watch all of them, comment below and rank them yourselves, which episodes you thought were the best and worst of the week. So it doesn't have to be worst. It could be least best. So with that being said, I hope you guys like and subscribe. And until next time, which will probably be in the new year when we'll pick this back up again, take care.